Joy Jelly!
Some people have very little, but they still give. Some people are tired and sad, but they still help others. This is the story of an old woman who had only 1 cup of rice left in her home. And what happened when she chose to share it? This is 1 cup of rice. Her name was Kamala. She was 60 years old. She lived alone in a small house at the end of a village road. Her house had only 2 rooms. 1 room for sleeping, 1 room for cooking. She had no husband. Her children lived far away in the city. They called her sometimes, but they did not visit often. Every day, Kamala woke up early. She swept her floor. She watered her small plant near the window. She cooked simple food. She did not have much money, but she was always clean, always quiet, always kind. The neighbors liked her. Children in the village waved at her when they passed. She always waved back with a big smile. One morning, Kamala opened her kitchen shelf. She looked inside. There was only 1 cup of rice left. Nothing else. No vegetables, no lentils, no oil. She had a little money, but the market was far, and her legs were hurting that day. She sat down slowly on her small wooden chair. "Okay," she said to herself, "I will cook this rice. It is enough for today." She put a small pot on the stove. She added water. She was ready to pour the rice in when she heard a sound outside. Kamala went to the door and looked outside. A woman was sitting on the ground near the road. She looked very tired. Her clothes were dusty. Beside her were 2 small children, a boy and a girl. Both were very young. Both looked hungry. The woman looked up at Kamala. "Please," the woman said softly, "we have been walking since yesterday morning. We are going to my sister's village. But we are very tired, and the children have not eaten since last night." Kamala looked at the woman. She looked at the 2 small children. The little girl was holding her stomach quietly. The little boy had his head on his mother's shoulder. His eyes were almost closed. Kamala did not think for a long time. She said only one thing. "Come inside." Kamala went back to her kitchen. She looked at her 1 cup of rice. She thought for one moment. Then she poured all of it into the pot. She cooked the rice slowly. She added a little salt. She found a small piece of dried mango at the back of her shelf. She cut it into tiny pieces and placed it on the side. It was simple food. Very simple. But she put it on 3 plates. 1 for the woman, 1 for the boy, 1 for the girl. She did not make a plate for herself. She brought the food outside and placed it in front of them. The children started eating immediately. The woman looked at Kamala, her eyes filled with tears. "You did not have to do this," she said. Kamala sat down beside them and smiled. "I know," she said. "That is why I did it." After the family finished eating, the mother stood up slowly. She opened her cloth bag. She took out a small bundle. Inside was a handful of vegetables, 2 tomatoes, some green chilies, a small onion. "This is all I have," the woman said. "Please take it. You gave us food when we had nothing. I cannot leave without giving you something." Kamala shook her head. "No, no," she said. "Keep it for your journey." But the woman placed it gently in Kamala's hands. "Please," she said, "it will make me feel better." Kamala looked at the vegetables in her hands. Then she looked at the woman's face, tired, grateful, kind. She nodded slowly. "Thank you," Kamala said. The family got up. The little girl looked at Kamala. "Bye, Grandma," she said quietly. Kamala laughed, a soft, warm laugh. "Bye, little one," she said. "Walk safely." She watched them walk down the road. The little boy turned back once and waved. Kamala waved back. Then they were gone. That evening, Kamala cooked again. She used the tomatoes, the onion, and the green chilies. She made a simple curry. She had a little rice left from the morning, just enough. She sat at her small table and ate slowly. The food was warm and good. Outside, the sun was going down. The sky was orange and pink. A few birds flew past her window. Kamala looked at the empty road where the family had walked. She did not know their names. She would never see them again. But she felt something warm inside her chest. Not because someone had given her something, but because she had given when she had almost nothing to give. That feeling, that quiet, warm feeling, was worth more than a full shelf.
Moral of the story.
Kamala had only one cup of rice. She could have said, I don't have enough. Someone else will help them. I need this for myself. All of those things were true. But she chose kindness anyway. And something beautiful happened. Not just for the family she helped, but for her own heart as well. Because kindness always comes back. Not always from the same person, not always in the same way, but it always comes back. When you help someone today, even in a small way, you are planting something good in the world, and good things grow. So the next time you see someone who needs help, remember Kamala. Remember the one cup of rice, and give what you can, even if it is small. Because to someone who has nothing, even something small feels like everything.